Hello again everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about how to transfer your very first nucleus colony into a 10 frame box. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. That way we can get these videos further out into the world and we can all have a better time keeping bees in the future. Stay tuned. So you're a first-year beekeeper, you got your nice new nucleus colony here, and you've never transferred a hive before, but the time has come where they are too full in that box and you need to get them into a bigger box. So let me show you how I do it. I'll try to make it as easy as possible. It's totally normal to be nervous. These are flying, stinging insects, but I just want to make sure everyone is at least comfortable whenever they're first starting out on how to transition bees from one box to another, because that is going to become something that you will more regularly have to do as you become a bigger beekeeper. So I will show you how I do it. So just a quick overview. The concept is quite simple. These bees that are in this box are pretty much too packed in and they need to get into a bigger hive or a bigger box. Now they are geolocated, you could say, or GPS located basically to this location. They don't know this location as their box. So what I need to do is get these bees into this box and then move this box over in place of this location. That way they can start going into this colony. All right, let's open this nuke and see how they're looking. I do already know that they are quite packed in here. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We just want these bees in this box and we want this to be their new home. So it's pretty much as simple as that. We're just gonna do a direct transfer from this box right into here. We're just gonna take the frames over and they're just gonna do their relocation and this will be their new home. You'll take some new frames, stick them in here to fill out this box and close them up, and that'll pretty much be all you gotta do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna smoke these bees down a little bit, that way I don't crush any with my tool. You wanna try to separate the frames a little bit from one another because they will be stuck with propolis, just like that. And depending on what hive tool you use, I'm sure everybody knows how to get their frames out of the box, so just do your normal practice on getting your frame out very carefully. So this frame here is pretty much what looks like all pollen. It's just all yellow pollen and nothing on the back side. And the cool thing is that this frame has black foundation. So the black foundation is very visibly black, and then as you come over here, you can even see the holes where there is no pollen, but the yellow that you're seeing is yellow pollen from a certain flower that makes that color. So this is a food frame. And then at the top, they've got honey in those cells where it's shiny. So we just want to do a direct transfer, take them and put them right into this colony. And I'm going to try to put them pretty much in the middle of this box and let them fill outwards. Alright, and look at that. We've got a nice solid brood frame, keeping an eye out for the queen. And this is actually a foundationless frame. You can see the gaps in between the frame and the comb. And the yellow that you're seeing in there, they've actually stuffed pollen in between the brood cells. All right, I did push them over to one side just because I decided I'd rather watch them grow this direction. I think it'd be easier for them to grow one way or another, not both ways. All right, so moving on here, just gonna keep grabbing our 5 frames out of this box. Here's frame number 3. Very nice, healthy colony. Still no sign of the queen. You'll just place them in right next to their neighbor from before. Move on to your next, to your fourth frame here. You're once again looking out for your queen. Have not seen the queen yet. Alright, so this is open brood. Just looking for her. I'd really like to see her before I close it up. Nope. So this is a good example as to why you don't need to worry even if you don't see the queen. It's nice to see her, but I know she's in here. There's obviously very healthy frames of brood. There's open brood. So we're just going to go ahead and put them in here carefully. Because you haven't spotted her, you do obviously need to be careful. And then I always like checking in the box, see if I see her walking around, but regardless, we need to now get these bees into there. So looking into the box that we just removed the bees from, we just have a handful of bees in here that are hanging out, and we need to get them into their new colony. Here's their frames from before. So I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So you need to separate your, depending on how your boxes are set up, mine are separate bottom boards. You need to take your nucleus box that has bees still in it and try to shake them right into their new colony. Just a nice, quick, swift shake. Set their old box. Usually, I like setting this off to the side far enough that they don't try to go after it. Obviously, the looks of that box, the smell of that box is technically their old home. So right now, the bees are trying to show up still to this entrance. They are starting to realize that the smells are more over there. And then these bees are just sitting here confused. So now I need to shake these bees into this colony and we'll be pretty much done other than filling frames up in here and closing it up. So let's go ahead and take these bees, turn them upside down. You'll shake them into the box. And now you're just going to take your frames, whether you have frames that are already drawn out or if you're using new plastic frames or foundationless, whatever it is, go ahead and take your frames, put them in the box to fill out the empty spaces. I have two new ones that I'd like to use. And then one final foundationless that has a little bit of wax moth damage, but they will clean that up. So you'll stick it down in there to fill up the gap. And that about wraps it up. Now we just need to put the inner cover and the lid on, and that'll be it. Now I'm going to take the entire colony and scoot it over where they were, because they are pretty located to this location here. So as you can see, there's not much of a change. They don't care what color the box is, what shape it is, what size it is. All they know and all they are loyal to is their queen and their brood, and the foragers are loyal to bringing them food. So not much has changed on the entrance. It's just a little bit of a different shape entrance. There's bees that are coming and going. This has all happened in a matter of about 10 minutes and they're already acting like nothing really has changed. So they're just going to get used to their new little spot, and then that's pretty much it. Wraps it up for this one. As you can see, it's not too difficult. It's just one of those things you kind of have to just get over doing and just do it once, and you'll end up being like, it'll be so easy for you moving forward. I appreciate everyone watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, have fun keeping bees.
Why?